welcome back to another video. Today for you I have my everyday summer makeup routine. My makeup routine for summer never is the same. This is something that I would do when I am not working. It might look a little dramatic, but as soon as you see the steps, it's just very simple. I'm not even wearing foundation right now, like it's concealer. So this is just something I would do if I'm going out with friends, going to the mall, pretty much anything if I'm not filming or at work. So if you enjoy my everyday makeup tutorial for summer, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. It's free. You'll be updated whenever I post a video and all that beautiful stuff. Also check me out on my social media, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and let's jump right on into it. I'm going to be starting off with face makeup, and the first thing I do is I like to prime my face, and I love to use the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. Literally just, since it's so hot outside and it's so sticky, it just feels so nice on my skin right now because, I don't know, it just feels really nice. It's like a nice mist, and I just let that do its thing. I've already done my eyebrows because they take a while, and I know my Miley buns are uneven, you don't have to point it out. So since it is summertime, I don't like to put a lot of, you know, like foundations and concealers on my face, so what I like to do is stick to my Garnier Fructis concealer, and this is the Pimple Tone Correcting Concealer. I don't know what it's called, but this will just even out my whole skin tone, and I don't have to apply it everywhere. I just put it on my chin, my cheeks, my nose, and my forehead, just like this. Then I'm going to be dampening a sponge with my Fix Plus spray just to give it a little bit more of a natural finish. The reason I don't apply a foundation is because I don't want to cake my face with the product, just because it is really hot outside. The more I put on my face, the more it sweats off. It comes off and it's just really gross, and I don't know. This is just going to even out my skin tone without caking up my face and clogging all my pores. Just messing up my skin. And this isn't like what I do every day. Sometimes when I'm working, I do go full out because I work at H&M, so I do go full out for work just because, you know, like I want to look acceptable and presentable at work. But when I'm just like doing normal summer things like going to the mall or just hanging out with friends or just getting out of the house, this is what I typically do. Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with a brightening under eye concealer, and this is just by Ready Set Gorgeous by CoverGirl. And I just like to highlight my under eyes, just because even though it is summer, I still love to highlight and bronze, you know. So don't think that I'm just going to, you know, apply concealers and powder. I love to highlight and bronze my face for the summer. I'm taking the same sponge. I just like pinch the tip of it a little bit and just go cray cray. Now I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D Sheet and Light Contouring Palette and Highlighting Palette and a small Real Techniques setting brush, taking the same banana shade from my glowy foundation routine for summer. If you haven't seen that video, it'll be linked somewhere on the screen and the down bar below. But just taking that same banana shade and just setting the under eyes. I love my Miley buns. This one's tiny because I have like no hair on this side because of my shaved head. This one's looking good. I think I'm gonna rock this hairstyle in California. If you don't follow me on social media, I am going to LA, so keep an eye out for me. I know I'm not a huge popular YouTuber, but if you live in the LA area and you spot me, you know, just come say hi. We'll take some pictures. So I would love that, because I haven't met a subscriber. To this day, I have not met a subscriber yet, which kind of sucks. I'm going to be taking my Essence All About Matte mattifying powder and setting the rest of my face with this with just a huge fluffy brush. I just want to apply an early light layer of powder. I don't want to go too heavy-handed on it, just because I don't want my face again to be super full coverage cakey face. I just want enough powder to make sure it stays in place all day. Now for bronzing the skin, my all-time favorite bronzer for this month has been the e.l.f. Sun-Kissed Healthy Glow Bronzing Powder, and it's just amazing. The lid broke, but it's $1, so you can't really expect much. And taking my Face Secrets Kabuki brush, it sheds a lot, but it's such a soft brush. Just rolling my brush up in this powder and just bronzing my face. I'm not going to be contouring just because I think contouring is just a little bit too much. I don't really do it on the day-to-day basis as much as I used to. Now I'm more so into bronzing and just getting the glowy skin instead of like the super, you know, like contours. I'm into that when it's like a night out or work, or even at work. Like I'm finding myself not contouring as much as I used to, but I'm taking some of the backs of the cheekbones as well. I'm taking it down the neck, jaw, forehead. Can never forget about the temples and the forehead. Then going back in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, taking that same color or shade that we used to highlight the under eyes, and just do like a little bit on the chin, down a little bit of the nose, just a tiny bit on the center of the forehead. Now moving on to blush, I'm going to be taking this Milani blush in Dulce Pink. It's just a really beautiful baked marble blush. I'm taking a fan brush, slightly dusting this on my cheeks. I don't want like a whole lot of powder on my face, just applying a little bit. Taking my Lorac Perfectly Lit highlighting powder in Spotlight, which you can clearly tell it's my favorite highlighting powder, and taking the same fan brush, I am just going to be highlighting my cheekbones. Cheekbone highlighting has literally been my thing lately. Super heavy-handedly going in with the product. I just love a very strong highlight on my cheekbones. Just adds a little bit extra glow, or a lot of extra glow to my face. And this is just the complete face. So now let's move on to eyes. Since I am not really doing much today, I'm going to skip out on a primer, but as per usual, if you're going out, don't forget to put on an eyeshadow primer. The one I recommend is Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original, or I recommend the MAC Painterly Paint Pot or Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC as well. But just jumping in straight to eyeshadows, I'm going to be taking my Naked 2 eyeshadow palette, which has been my holy grail eyeshadow palette for summer lately. I have literally been in love. Just laying down a base color, I'm going to be taking Foxy, which is the first shade in the eyeshadow palette. It's just like kind of yellowy color. It's like an off-white cream color, and just applying this all over my eyes just as a nice base color. Then I'm going to be going in with Tease, which is just it's like a cool toned brown shade. It's perfect for a transition shade. I'm just working that into my crease with a fluffy eyeshadow brush, going in right into the inner corner, all the way to the outer corner, or outer V. Now going in with a pointed crease or outer crease brush, I'm going to be taking Snakebite, which is just a really nice brown with some gold bronze flecks to it. It's really pretty, it's really smoky color. I love smoky eyes for the summertime. Just like really bronzed and brown tones for my eyes I've been loving. And just taking this right into the outer corner, and then working it into the crease as well. Making sure you're not going all the way into the inner corner, but stopping about like right here. Then going in with an angled brush. This one's just by e.l.f. It's just a defining eye brush, which is just an angled eyeshadow brush. I'm going to be mixing, it's a mixture of mixing and taking, but mixing Busted and Blackout, which is just, Blackout's like a purpley tone brown and Blackout's just a matte black, and just mixing the two and just really defining the outer corner. I like kind of dragging it up and flicking it upwards and just defining the outer corner. It's okay if this looks messy, we're gonna be blending the living heck out of it. Okay, so now that's all blended out, what I'm going to be doing is just highlighting my brow bone. And also just blending out the edges of the eyeshadow with the Foxy shade. Also taking the highlight into like the inner hollows of my eyes. And I'm going to be taking a flat shader brush and some Fix Plus spray and just wetting my brush a little bit. And taking the color Half Baked, which is just a really pretty gold shade. And just applying this all over the inner 2/3 of my eyelid, stopping about the outer corner. And you really want to pack the color on or pat it on and not really kind of like swirl Antonio. You don't want to swirl it on Antonio. So many inside jokes from work, but just packing all the shade to the lid. I'm also going to be taking this Half Baked shade to highlight my inner corners. Okay, so now moving on to eyeliner. I'm going to be starting off with a pencil liner. This is just the one from Essence, and I'm going to be rimming my upper waterline. And then I'll be taking a black eyeshadow, which just taking black out from the Naked palette or Naked 2, and just setting the eyeliner just so it doesn't come off throughout the day. Next, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. liquid liner and I'm going to be applying some to my upper lash line and then slightly winging it out. I'm going to do my best to try to do this on camera. And I did it. Now the last thing I have to do is mascara. I have very nubby upper lashes, so I don't apply mascara because you will not see them whatsoever, and people will be like, why don't you apply falsies? Falsies on an everyday basis for summer it's a no-go. So just gonna apply mascara to the bottom lashes. Okay, so here's the eyes. Now we're gonna move on to some lippies. So this is just the Maybelline lip liner in the shade Rose. It's just number 5. Just really pretty. What I'm going to be doing is just slightly overlining my lips. So this nude's a little bit darker than I thought it would be. So I'm just going to take that and taking a nice new lipstick, applying this to the center of my lips. Okay, so that was just my everyday summer makeup tutorial. If you enjoyed it, again, give it a big thumbs up and leave feedback in the comment section down below. Please try to keep it as positive as you possibly can, because on my channel we like to keep it positive. We like to lift each other's spirits and not bring one another down. I've been dealing with a lot of hate recently on one video. I will link it down below. It's my hair dyeing disaster. People were saying I treat my mom so poorly. If you don't know, my mom and I don't come to a relationship. That is our relationship. That is how we act with one another. So do not say that I am a little drama queen, that I'm grateful to have a mother that accepts my sassy bullshit and all that stuff, because that is just how my mom and I interact with one another. But without that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep it positive, good vibes spread to everyone, and I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. And check me out on social media before you go. Social media is always linked down below. So yeah, I love you.